Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. Happy Saturday wherever you are around the world. This literally right here is my fifth attempt in making a Vechain update. Been running through a lot of technical issues. So if you end up seeing this, do feel lucky and feel like this was meant to go live, but let's give it a shot. Fingers crossed. And also, while you can see my Twitter in front of me, if you have not yet followed me on Twitter, guys, what are you waiting for? Crypto__ZX is my tag, and I really want to start engaging with you guys on Twitter, so please go and follow me on there. But now let's get right in today's update, which is regarding none other than Vechain. But before we do that, let's look at the markets. You can see a lot of coins are in green right now. We haven't really seen this for quite some time now. About 1 month and a half, we've been pretty much seeing a lot of red across the board, but you can see this for yourself. Majority of the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin right now, and that brings the question, is this the start to an altcoin season? I think we need to wait a little bit to get a little bit of a confirmation for that, because Bitcoin still remains at some critical price levels, and of course dominance is still quite high, but we will definitely take that. But as far as Vechain is concerned, it's up 1.2% on the daily, and on the weekly time frame it's up 13.8%. But now you guys know what time it is. It's time for the price. Let's take a look at that. So if we're looking at the price, it's currently sitting at 1.77 cents. It's up 1.1% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also outperforming Bitcoin, and it's up 1.3% in BTC comparative. We're looking at its market cap, $1.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 55 million. So since this Coinbase announcement really came out, guys, it has changed everything for Vechain. Basically, what I'm trying to say is a lot of people are paying attention to Vechain, and that is to be expected. This was why it was so important for Vechain to have finally been listed on Coinbase, and I could not be more proud of people that are behind this listing. The timing is everything, and this timing was perfectly executed, so kudos to anyone that was involved. But now let's take a look at the price. Before we get into the price, guys, as always, just a quick disclaimer that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at the price of Vechain, it's pretty much been making a massive move towards the upside. If you picked it up on the 12th of September, right before the announcement, you can see it's up right now about 22%. And if you watch my video at this time, I did say, we could be expecting moves like this happening in the upcoming days because of the Coinbase announcement. And as of now, everything is going as planned. You can see this for yourself. We made our way up to that 18.5 cents mark, got stopped out that level because, of course, we do have some resistance at that level. And of course, we are seeing a little bit of a retest after that resistance was touched, which is to be expected. But main target still remains to be that 2 cents mark. And talking about that 2 cents mark, guys, we're going to talk about why that level is extremely important. So let's talk about that right now, basically, and then we will talk about where we could see Vechain going. So basically, pretty much for the entire last 12 months, after Vechain broke below this 3.4 cents level of support, we pretty much saw the price trade within this range. You can see this for yourself until FTX collapse happened. Then that was the first time we saw the price of Vechain drop below this 2 cents mark, made its way back down to that 1.58 cents mark. But this did not live too long. You can see we made our way all the way back up to that 3 cents mark in the beginning of the year for 2023, because everything was looking great. Altcoins were booming. Altcoin season was in full effect. But pretty much after May, that's where things got worse, because you can see that was the first time we saw the price of Vechain drop below that 2 cents mark on the yearly, and pretty much since then it's been fighting its way back, trying to get above that level of resistance. And all the other times it hasn't really made its way back up, because of course you can see this for yourself. We do have that resistance, and that resistance has stopped Vechain from breaking out. So of course, 1 time here, 2 times there, 3 times here, all different times. Basically what I'm trying to say is rejection was there. until this time around. Of course, this time is different. Reason why I say that is because, we're pretty much, I think, getting closer to an end to this accumulation zone. I think a bull cycle for altcoins are starting. People are starting to realize that altcoin season is coming, Bitcoin happening next year, and accumulation are happening for good projects. And I've said this to you guys from the beginning. If you are following my channel from the daily basis, that Vechain is one of the hidden gems in plain sight. Reason why I said that is because, Vechain, the amount of announcement they were making, the amount of big companies that are using Vechain Thor blockchain, it really spoke for itself, but still, was being sidelined basically because other projects were gaining the traction. But this Coinbase listing changes everything. We've been seeing, more engagement on Vechain, more trending. So things are looking quite great. So right now what I'm seeing is, of course, look at the volume, guys. Massive, insane amount of volume, which we haven't seen for quite some time. Last time we saw this much was basically in June. And this time around, guys, we do have some support, of course, built up where we're currently supported by. If we do hold around this support line and BTC sees also a little bit of more of a push, I think Vechain is making its way back up to that 2 cents mark. Do expect a little bit of a rejection because, of course, like I showed you, the history behind that level of resistance. But once we break out of there, guys, that's where the fireworks really begin. I think this will be a game changer because that marks, so basically the target, to be quite specific, the target I'm looking at is the 2.1 cents mark, to be quite specific, because that means that we have broken out of this downward trajectory. So in order for us to see that, I can show you guys how much of a move we really need from that. So in order for us to go above that, that's another 19.8% move, and I can personally see that happening in the upcoming days because, Vechain is being talked about more than ever. But dominance, on the other hand, is currently sitting at 49.8%. Seen a little bit of a decline in dominance because it did make its way up to that 50% mark, which is helping a lot of altcoins. Of course, you can see this for yourself. Daily time frame, altcoins are seeing a green day across the board. So, great things to see, definitely. Hopefully this momentum does carry. September usually does tend to be a bearish month in the cryptocurrency markets, but I will definitely take this. But like I said, let's not get too ahead of ourselves as far as the entire market is concerned because Bitcoin still remains at some critical levels. So that is my take on Vechain. And of course, my previous update that I made, just a few days back, I talked about where I could see Vechain going and whether or not Vechain could hit $1. And, if we were to compare to Cardano's all-time high, we're looking at $1.35, and a lot of people were agreeing with me on there. A lot of people are like, Crypto ZX, this time it's going to be completely different. We will see what happens, but right now, one thing I want you guys to keep remembering is we're still in the accumulation zone. We're still really in the accumulation zone. Nothing really has happened, and we still need to pop out of that 3.4 cents mark before we really start getting excited. But with that said, I think we made it till the end. We haven't really gotten any technical issues with this video, so you guys will see it. Do smash the like button and hit that red subscribe button. But with that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.